Hey party people, I want to show you something super exciting. These are crocuses. This is Saffron. Okay, let's see. The lighting's not great, but there we go. So this is a saffron crocus, also known as a crocus sativus. These bloom in fall versus the crocus flavus and crocus vernus. Yes, I did look those up. Those are the ones that are the first thing to bloom in the springtime after winter. So these little red stigmas is the world's most expensive spice. Yeah! I'm growing it here in Northeast Tennessee. It's very exciting. Alright, so this is my little patch of flowers. I made it specifically for my crocuses, but I've got some anemones. That was a Cosmo, actually 2 of them, and some snapdragons, but yeah. Anyway, so I have grown these successfully one other time, and of course they're corms, not bulbs, but they're like bulbs, but they go in the ground and then they grow year after year. Last year I got them, I planted them in the ground, and after so long they did not bloom, but it was going into wintertime. So I covered them and they lived. We had some really hard freezes and I thought they were going to die last year. So they did not. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, so we live in 6B/7A. Yes, my zip code has both growing zones in it, so a little bit of everything. So it is technically okay to grow these in the 7A, but 6B is a little questionable. So what I do, they're in the ground, then they get them, I cover them with mulch. Right now it's just grass. Mulch in when we're going to have a freeze. So why is saffron considered the most expensive spice in the world? There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is, just like most crocuses, that only bloom once a year. So you only have one opportunity to harvest your stigmas. And you really have to harvest those stigmas as soon as you see them, because otherwise they will go bad. So I'll show you. One second. These guys bloomed today. I haven't harvested the stigmas yet, so you can see that. But this one I harvested yesterday, but you can see that the flower is kind of getting all crunchy and gross. So the stigma would still be there, but it still would not be as good. Another reason why the saffron is so expensive is because you can only get 3 stigmas, also known as threads once they're dried, out of each flower. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3. You get 3 threads out of each flower. It is said that it takes 150 flowers to make 1 gram of saffron, which is about 450 threads. So it takes quite a bit to make up enough to actually even weigh it. I have actually saved some saffron for several years now. It doesn't even weigh half a gram yet. So got a long way to go. Another reason why it's so expensive is you have to harvest it by hand. And if you've got a huge field of it, it's going to be rather time intensive. So, as you can see, you gotta go in there and you've got to take the stigma out. One way to make it slightly easier is you can pick the whole flower off and take it inside and do it. But I've got a very small little area to harvest, so I'm just going to grab the little stigma myself. Alrighty team, I'm going to harvest my crocus threads. So, pair of nice sharp tweezers. You go in between these little yellow guys. I just take it way down in there, pinch it, snap, and you can get all 3 at once. If you don't get all 3, that's fine, go back in. I've got a little plastic baggie just for transport. Dropped one. Alright, these are going to go in a safe spot till they dry, and then they can be used. Maybe, one day, eventually, after I get some more. I have not had enough saffron to cook with yet, but I'm very hopeful that I will have enough this year. I got, I think, 2 packs of 10 last year, and like I said, I thought they had died this year, so I ordered more. Not even sad about it. So I'm going to plant those and put it in the greenhouse. Hopefully those will bloom over the winter time and I get even more, and then I'll plant them in the ground in spring and let them do their thing next fall. It'll be so exciting. Alrighty team, stay tuned for more farm adventures.